Welcome back to a new SmackDown review. And we were in Denver, Colorado. And we cannot forget about the one and only mascot for the Colorado University mascot, Ralphie. W. Ralphie's. I want to see the comments filled with a W. Ralphie's. But before we get to these videos, a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel, because it really helps the channel out. Anyway, let's hop into today's video. So, we saw Finn Balor versus Penta in the Last Time Is Now tournament. We also saw the Vision pull up. And of course, we saw the recaps of Monday Night Raw of Brock Lesnar throwing them around. We even saw body cam footage of the police that Roman Reigns speared through the barricade on Monday. So that was just great, as you all know. But to start off the SmackDown in Denver, Colorado, the Wise Man and the Paul Heyman guys, or the Vision, were in the ring. Paul Heyman says he's going to tell us some wisdom. One of the things he said is Braun Breaker's going to eat someone's butt. What you mean by that? What do you mean he's going to eat someone's butt? Whose butt is he eating and why is he eating butt? It's kind of weird, Paul. Why do you want him to eat butt? And why is he thinking of wanting to eat someone's butt? Like someone, no, so I'm being dead serious. Someone check on Braun Breaker and ask him why he wants to eat people's butts nowadays. Like, that's kind of weird if you ask me. Of course, he gave the microphone to Logan Paul, and Logan Paul had something on his hand. So yeah, and then he said, "Well, I'm going to read it to you." And he right before he was about to read what was on his hand, Jey Uso's music hit and the Usos came out. And Jey said, "You're talking a lot of trash, even though we beat you down on Monday." And then Paul says, "I thought I taught you guys better. We have the numbers games. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, which I don't know why you're counting yourself, buddy. You can't do anything except maybe a low blow. So what are you expecting to do, Paul?" And 1, 2. But Cody Rhodes' music hits. He doesn't come out. No, he doesn't come out. We went backstage footage and we see Drew coming out of the American Nightmares bus and we see Cody on the staircase, man. I don't know exactly how Cody ended up like this or what Drew McIntyre did to put Cody Rhodes in this position. But I just have a question. Why? Like, why is he like, that's not a comfortable position. I can guarantee you that Cody Rhodes is more in pain in this position than the thing on his face. And then this bald guy drags him out with this, you see this big scar on Cody's face right there, and asking for medical help. First off, Like, I don't understand this situation. This was a weird situation. The Usos eventually came and helped him out. But, again, how do you end up in this predicament? Like, it don't make sense. Like that is not comfortable. You go do this to yourself, and it's not a comfortable position. I've done this on the couch plenty of times. Heck, this is how I almost, lost my fingernail this summer doing this move. Like, literally, it was crazy. But, of course, we saw another banger match from Ilya Dragunov and JD McDonough. So that was nice. Of course, every single match I've seen Ilya Dragunov have had since he's returned in, September, October, it has been absolute classics. And him and JD McDonough are one of the two best wrestlers in the WWE one of the two best wrestlers in WWE right now. So, of course, they put on a classic. You got Ilya's hard hitting style. Like, he had this beautiful Constantine special with nasty German suplexes. Like, they even looked deadlier than Brock Lesnar's. Of course, We see JD McDonough's flying ability when he went for a Spanish fly. By the way, Ilya almost landed on his head and didn't get that full rotation. For some reason, they also did that suplex thing where they went to the outside, but Ilya did not. Ilya basically landed on his head. It did not look good. Ilya with a straight kick to the jaw. This crazy torpedo mascot reversal into a knee. Beautiful moonsault, by the way, from JD. I won't lie. Though this got turned into a torpedo mascot for a H-bomb for the 1-2-3, and still your new United States champion, Ilya Dragunov. So another W for Ilya and another classic of a match that Ilya put on tonight. If we can just have Ilya put on classic after classic after classic with these United States Open challenges, I will be very happy and actually watch SmackDown and not take breaks. Because, yeah. So yeah, I'm happy about that. What I'm also happy about is Charlotte Flair and was actually at the SmackDown with Alexa Bliss. Charlotte Flair told Alexa Bliss that she's only teaming with Rhea because of Alexa. But then the door opens, voila, Io and Rhea were in the room already. By the way, I'm just going to say here, is anyone getting the feeling, because I've been thinking about this for, probably for, 2 to 3 months at this point. Could this Rhea Ripley and Io Sky thing turn into a relationship? Yes or not, chat? Anyway, I've been thinking about that for, 3 months now. It has not got my mind. Every time I see them, it's just, whatever. Anyway, Rhea and Charlotte had to stare down and had a conversation later in the show. Anyway, Kathy Kelly tried to interview Nick Aldis about what happened to Cody Rhodes. That didn't really work out because he confronted them. And, yeah, this was basically another pointless little thing where Nick Aldis basically said, the only reason why I'm allowing Bronson Reed in the building tonight is he has a match. So, yeah. Speaking of matches, we're on to the last time is now tournament's first round. Why has this taken 2 weeks to finish one round? It should not be this hard, bro. Not this hard, bro. But it was Bronson Reed versus Carmelo Hayes. But before that, we saw Ilya Dragunov got in confrontation with Tama Tonga, saying he's coming after the championship, which I'm actually kind of excited for. To see Tama Tonga go after a singles title, I don't know why. So yeah. But Bronson Reed, the Tribal Thief, came out, and let's just say, Carmelo and Bronson cooked. Because we saw Carmelo do this nasty, top rope DDT to, Bronson Reed, which looked cool, almost looks like it broke Melo's legs. Of course, we had Bronson Reed dominating small Melo, because, big Bronson Reed's bigger. Logan Paul got interfered. He missed the senton. Bronson Reed missed the senton. And then eventually Melo got on the top rope, did this cool frog splash. Didn't really work out in his favor though, because this led into a more destruction for what's his face? For Bronson Reed, because Bronson Reed did finally hit the senton, went for the tsunami, but then Carmelo moved out of the way, hit the first 48 that knocked him out of the ring, letting Carmelo hit a dive from the outside to both Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Back in the ring, hit another nasty jumping from the top rope DDT on Bronson Reed. Then Bronson Reed literally knocked the head off of Carmelo Hayes, lowering his momentum, making Melo to the outside, and Braun Breaker, while the referee was distracted, trying to hit him with the spear, but the Usos got involved, gave a super kick to Braun Breaker, taking the vision out of it. But out of nowhere, we see Cody Rhodes throw Bronson Reed into the ring post, hit a crossroads, and Cody Rhodes throws Carmelo Hayes back in the ring, and the referee does the 10 count for the win, letting Carmelo Hayes advance into the last time is now tournament, which this is big W's. Carmelo Hayes might finally be getting the singles push that everyone has been asking for, which I am very happy for Carmelo Hayes that he's advancing in the last time is now tournament. If you ask me, I feel like we could get a possibility of a Carmelo Hayes versus a Gunta. Yeah, I know, you know that's imagine the Carmelo Hayes song with the symphony number 9. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's not Cook. But Cody grabs on the mic and starts saying that Bronson is the best one in the group, but he won't realize it until he's looking up at the lights. Braun Breaker, he's a Steiner, and historically, Steiners don't beat Rhodes. And then he says Logan Paul. Then he goes to say Logan Paul, were you gonna grab your drone? We don't care. And then points at Paul saying, if you look at that WrestleMania picture of us at WrestleMania, you make the stars and I beat them. At the end of the promo, he says, it is not just Wargames isn't just a match, it's my birthright. And let's go. We have a W Cody Rhodes promo. I'm telling you, this is why Cody Rhodes is a W wrestler, bro. He can literally cook out of his mind, bro. Like, look at this, bro. Like, look at this. He cooked this. Promo was straight fire, bro. And he literally throws the microphone down on the ground and goes all cuckoo for Cocos. You know what I'm saying? This is W. Cody Rhodes, man. This is why he's the GOAT, man. Always respect your elders, Cody Rhodes. Again, we got this dumb Sami Zayn with Motor City Machine Gun and Rey Fenix, and for some reason Shinsuke Nakamura came out catering for this match. By the way, guys, what's the projected time that Shinsuke is about to be back in catering? I say give it after next week's SmackDown. I say give it after next week's SmackDown. He'll be back in catering in no time, man. Guarantee it, man. Because as you know, Shinsuke Nakamura is used for at least 5 seconds. And voila, like, look back at last year. It's like a year ago this month, that Shinsuke came out of nowhere and attacked LA Knight into this new character. It's actually, I made a video about it, where Shinsuke was his new character, and like the samurai character type thing, attacked LA Knight when he was the United States Champion on SmackDown. Remember that? Yeah, I bet you don't, because Shinsuke won the United States Championship at Survivor Series, and did nothing. Nothing. For literal months with the championship, and then lost it back to LA Knight, bro. Anyway, we saw this DIY Fraxium match. It was an okay match. Wasn't personally watching it that much, but all I know is it's DIY and Fraxium, so they cooked. But long story short, when Axiom was going to the top rope, Candice LeRae, by the way, who invited Candice, took off Axiom's mask, making him cover up with the 1, 2, 3 from Johnny Gargano, letting DIY get the win. Also, come on, is it A-Kid is his name? Come on, A-Kid, bruh. Then we finally get this backstage segment between them, and it was just basically saying that they trust each other. We don't even know. By the way, Charlotte, why did you get this close to her, bro? Why did you get this close to her, bro? Bro, I swear, for like 5 seconds, I thought Charlotte was going for a kiss. Why am I thinking about that? I don't know. It's also probably because I saw it in Santi's chat as well. That's like this. I don't understand. I looked down at Santi's chat. So what? But by the way, I'm not even joking about that Rhea and Io stuff. Why are they always hugging? I get they're best friends, but that's a little excessive for that much hugging. I've never seen friends hug that much. Never. Like, I've never seen friends ever hug that much. Something's going on and we need to get down into it. I'm telling you. Anyway, it was time for Finn Balor versus Penta, and this was clearly a good match because it's Penta and Finn Balor. Because, you know, Penta doing his flippy stuff, Finn Balor doing his technical type stuff and his striking. Of course, we got Penta, who has the hardest chop in the wrestling business, according to Gunther. We have to trust Gunther's opinion because he has the best chop in the business as well. But yeah, honestly, this was basically a match that gave every Finn Balor fans hopes very cut short because he got hit with the Mexican Destroyer and lost. What a surprise! Finn Balor lost. Yeah, it made no difference. Okay, by the way, they finally showed us the bracket of the last time is no tournament, and here's the official thing. So, Jey Uso versus Rusev. This match, I can already tell. Oh, wait, I forgot about this. Okay. So, I see Gunther is already taking on Carmelo Hayes. I thought Carmelo Hayes was, like, up here or something like that. But guess not. So I guess we see Carmelo Hayes taking on Gunther. That match is going to be awesome. So, it's either going to be Solo Sikoa and Gunther or Penta Gunther. Now, if WWE was smart, wait, no it wouldn't. Never mind. You know what? Wait, is that how that would work? You have to go here. Yeah, that's how it would go, right? Yeah, I think, yeah, it is. So, if WWE was smart, they would go Penta Gunther, because there's no way that Carmelo Hayes is winning this. There's no way. And then LA Knight's going against another mystery opponent since Sheamus is injured. So yeah, it's gonna be Jey Uso versus Gunther, isn't it? God. Anyway, time for the last segment of the show where we see Rhea Ripley and her team come out. Rhea starts the promo off announcing her team, and then she trusts them, and they trust her. But that's only 4 members. We need one more, and she announces it to be AJ Lee. So AJ Lee returns, but before she could get down to the ring, the rest of the women get attacked by the heel team, and then AJ starts running down but gets jumped by Becky Lynch. What a surprise. Who could have saw this coming? Becky Lynch is got cost her Intercontinental Championship from AJ Lee. What a surprise. She joined a team. But the heel team absolutely destroys the babyface team until Rhea gets a kick in, starts trying to do something, but Becky grabs her leg and let Rhea, Nia do her thing. Also, Nia, this is a little suspicious of you, buddy. A little suspicious of you. Why did you jump when you hit that Annihilator? Like, as soon as you landed, you started jumping on her like you were like ISO speed or something. Why are you doing that, buddy? And then this basically confirms with the handshake of Asuka and Becky that Becky has officially joined this Heels Wargames team. Am I surprised? No. I saw this coming on Monday. So, what do you guys think in the comments below? Do you think this Friday Night SmackDown was mid? I think it was. The only thing I liked was the Ilya match. The Cody stuff. And this segment was okay too as well. So, yeah. What do you guys think? Anyway, have a beautiful rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Bye.